Settings screen, you have 28 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Josh Palmer, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I'm not right.
Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First carry here for Ken Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Singleton. Throw out wide to Walker. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hey, check that.
Outright to Smith-Njigba. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 2nd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The Chiefs sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
He finds his man, complete. It's Chambers. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Singleton. Quick throw there is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
From the gun on 3rd down. Singleton. And he's got room. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chiefs offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. We take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns out of the backfield, and his numbers are superior to the rest of his peers at this point in the season. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Chambers. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. from the gun on third down. Singleton. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Smith and Jigba in motion right.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds Smith and Jigba. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Walker. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Viking 18.
Looking to throw. Singleton. This will be caught at about the 5. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Hey, check that, check that.
Operating from the gun. Singleton. This will be caught at about the 5. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
13.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Chiefs offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's run well here in the first half of the season, no doubt. You can see the graphic. NFL leader in rushing coming into the weekend. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. And the first down, Chiefs.
Now Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. There's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Look at the big man rumble. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense is quicker.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
Bronco switch. Bronco
Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. But finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. KC's offense ready to take over. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play forward in this one.
First down, Chiefs.
Right back to him on first down. Brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. ETN up the middle. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Second down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Mahomes going to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Throwing to start the drive. Singleton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Cavity lying.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's good.
Bronco switch. Bronco
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
Back to throw. Singleton. And that will be incomplete.
As must be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And this one is right down the middle. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And now here comes Kansas City. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Kansas City Chiefs, first down.
Now here's Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff up the middle. Chambers. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Chambers. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a give right side. It's Chambers. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Etienne in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Mahomes will throw for it. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
Chiefs 8.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
Here we go. Jack.
So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Starting to feel like fall outside, isn't it? Week 7 on the schedule. Let's get right into it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. In Nashville, the Titans at home to take on the visiting Dallas Cowboys. And this is the Dallas tight end. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. A 55-yard touchdown. The Cowboys get the hard-fought victory. They win by 2. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers as they play host to the Chicago Bears. And it's Justin Fields. A 17-yard touchdown pass. The Bears wind up taking this one by a touchdown. Lastly, we head out to SoFi Stadium. It's the Chargers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this is Omarion Hampton. He's looking for an opening, gonna find it, a 17-yard touchdown on the ground. The Chargers with the big lead in front of the home crowd at the half. With that, a look at the rest of the action going on. Remember, bye weeks are in play, so the schedule a little lighter than it's been in weeks past. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Mahomes now to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the middle they go. It's Chambers. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And Mahomes will do it himself. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play.
And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7.
Chiefs 16.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11
Ready?
at the 21-yard line.
Pass the 60. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Singleton. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Here's 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 4. Makes
Come on,
it
come on.
3rd and 7.
Back to throw. Singleton. That is caught. Oh, it bowls over it. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith from Jigba. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Seahawks 30. Chiefs
The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Kansas City.
On first down, right back to Etienne.
Able to slither by. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Chambers. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. It's caught. Forward. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards that time.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Bunker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Chiefs 23.
That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Jackson Smith and Jigba and his offense ready to go once more here.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, but he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And going right back to Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Singleton. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. They go play fake. Mahomes. It's hurled in by Baldwin. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Chambers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chambers. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle they go. Chambers. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
43.
On 2nd and 9. Mahomes. A quick throw, but incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
Looking to throw. Singleton. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Singleton. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got room to roam. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs. Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Chambers. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. Jackson Smith and Jigba and his offense ready to go once more here. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
Well, look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Looking to throw. Singleton. Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
That's Cowboy 80.
Back to throw. Singleton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 6, 54 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Here's Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Finding space at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Mahomes. This is complete. It's Baldwin. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Mahomes to throw it. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's third down. Mahomes. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Here comes second down and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
One final try for Mahomes. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Chiefs, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through.